こんばんは。ひずめのぼるです。ヤギやってます。今日は朗読やりたいなって思って、やりたいなって思って3年ぐらいの月日が経ってるんですけど、やります。SCP が好きなので、SCP のね、やつ読んでいきたい思います。で、なんか意外に英語英語圏のテイルを読むのが結構なんかいい感じだったんで、試しに撮ってみた感じ。英語圏のね、テイルを読んでいきたいなと思います。英語堪能ってわけじゃないので、読み間違えてると思うんですけど、知らないですね。いや、知ることも大事。でも、なんとなくやっておりますので、なんとなくやっていくことを許してほしいのじゃ。読むテイルは、サルマン・コルベットさんの記事を読んでいきたいと思います。2個ぐらい読めたらいいなと思っているので、2個ぐらい読んでいくかと思うのですが、どこかに行ってしまいましたね。ありました。はい。これは日本語訳されてるな。どこだろう。ありました。Where They All Go っていうテイルを読みます。ちょっと結構ね、最初読んで美しかったんで読もうと思いますよということで読むので、眠気の友にしてくれれば幸いです。Where they all go. Also note, I find it's even better if you listen to this Wilt reading. So で、リンクが貼ってあるんですけど、Light and Day っていうミュージックビデオをね、見ながら読むとおもろいというかいいよって言ってますね。で、背景、バックグラウンド。A large mass approximately 3 kilometers in diameter located 436,200 kilometers away from the Earth's surface was discovered by Foundation astronomers. It orbits the Earth directly behind the Moon, causing it to be obscured from view through terrestrial telescopes. Observation of the Mars is difficult. However, researchers have determined it to be made up of several million constituent parts that move independently. Due to the freedom with which these parts move, it appears that the Mars was not gravitationally formed. これは、OK。Foundation Space Telescope 23 Alpha was launched in order to further observe the Mars. Dr. has written the following report on the telescope's observations. Space Telescope 23 Alpha was launched at 9 15:31 seconds. It reached its destination at 22:23 seconds, wherein it began orbiting the moon. It completed orbit to the opposite side of the moon in 23 minutes, after which it focused on the speck. What we saw through it was astonishing. Balloons, thousands, no, millions of them. Most of them were the typical oval shape, but there was the occasional novelty Disneyland, one with Mickey Mouse ears, or those ones you can buy at pharmacies that are shaped like words. They all floated there, moving rhythmically, dancing. We watched them for a while. It was これは何だろうな、ちょっと読みがわからないのは中でsoothing なだめるような、どっか行っちゃった。It was soothing the way they これはなんだCoolest かな The way they coalesced. Their movements seemed joyful, happy. They danced around one another, their strings sometimes touching as if they were holding hands. It was beautiful. One of my researchers suddenly jumped up approximately 24 minutes in and pointed to a certain balloon that came into view. It was a green, oblong balloon with a custom print on it. It said, "Happy birthday." That was the name of my researcher. He told me that on his 8th birthday, his mom had ordered 100 custom print green balloons that said exactly that. After watching the balloons dance for another 30 minutes, I came to the conclusion that those balloons did not simply appear behind the moon. I remember when I was little, and I myself let go of a colorful pink balloon that slipped off my wrist. I watched it drift off into the atmosphere and stared, wondering where it would go. I think we have just found out. はい。Where they all go は月かな。これは日本語訳もあるんですけど、日本語訳だとみんなここに来ていたっていう訳で訳されてるんですけど、タイトルが背景もね見ればね、どんどん日本語訳とかもわかるんですけど、どこに行ったんだろう。月か。月の裏側に宇宙望遠鏡である23アルファ軌道でグイーンって行って、で月の裏側で映した光景を見て、バルーンがいっぱいある光景をね見て、すごいめっちゃたくさんある風船を見てすごってなる話なんですけど、その風船がなんかこう過去自分が 手にした8歳の時に手にしたお母さんが発注っていうか特別に注文した自分に対してハッピーバースデーって書かれたこう100個の風船が飛んでるのを目にして、風船っていうのは自分の手からすり抜けた風船、小さい頃のやつは月の裏側に来ていたんだっていうのが分かったっていう美しいお話です。これはなんかおもろいっていうかなんか美しい光景なお話なのでめっちゃいいなと思って読みました。途中読み方がわからないのできっとGoogle とかに聞いてちょっと読み方をね学んでいったんですけど、普通に読み方間違ってると思うのでね、それはごめんねって思います。なるだけ優しく読むようにしてます。優しいかな、ちょっと英語ってなんかアクセントみたいなのがあってあんまりそんな優しくもねえかなって思うけど、優しく読もうかねって思いますね。で、同じ作者さんのやつ SCP をね読もうかなって今回はね思うので読んでいきたいんですけれども、ちょい長めかな、さっきよりは。 SCP-323 SCP-323 をね読みたいと思います。これはレーティングちなみにさっきのはレーティングめっちゃバカ高くてそんなでもなかったかも。なしにしてでも高くて、299でSCP-40 違うわ323はレーティング443です。じゃあ読むか。ちょっと初めて読むので使えると思うのだが、頑張るんでね、頑張ります。はい。SCP-323 アイテム SCP-323 Object Class Euclid Special Containment これは読み方がわからん。Procedures 手順。タブが500個ある。SCP-323 is to be kept in a 70 meter。これどうなるんだ。すいません。調べますね。かけるの読み方ってなんだ。あれか。2x4 みたいな感じか。すいません。戻りますね。70 meter by 70 meter by 70 meter concrete containment cell in Site 91. The object is to be restrained in the center of the cell within a 読み方わかんないですね。これはすいません。Wait for me。キュービックって読むのか。キュービック。オッケー。ちょっと待ってね。The center of the cell within a 1 cubic meter container of 88.8 cm thick transparent armor lined with one-way laminate which is to be fit with one electronically locked access port. This container ちょっとこれ発音合ってんのか container はいThis container is to be internally lit with the surrounding cell kept dimmer to facilitate the one-way laminate あ、同じとこ読んでましたよくあるよね The cell is to be surveyed remotely at all times and any signs of activity are to be reported. No personnel are to enter SCP-323's containment cell except to examine the integrity of SCP-323's restraint measures. The restraint measures are to be examined bi-weekly, and any signs of damage are to be repaired immediately. All personnel who enter SCP-323's containment cell are to be accompanied Wait for me, please. Sorry. Accompanied. 同行した。SCP-323's containment cell are to be accompanied by an armed guard. Personnel are not to be within SCP-323's containment cell for longer than 45 minutes, and any communication around SCP-323 is to be written or spoken in a language other than English or French. In the event that SCP-323 breaches containment and an instance of SCP-323-1 is formed, personnel are to evacuate Site 91 and the site is to be locked down. Remote units are to be deployed to destroy the body of SCP-323-1. Following this, armed personnel may be sent in to re-establish the containment of SCP-323. Description: SCP-323 is the skull of an unidentified surface measuring 55 centimeter long, 27 centimeter wide, and 31 centimeter tall, with a pair of antlers measuring 35 centimeter tall and 46 centimeter from tip to tip, growing from the left and right sides of SCP-323. SCP-323 shows signs of damage consistent with outside exposure, with regular pitting, scarring, and weathering across the object, bleaching on the upper surfaces, and a missing lower mandible. The rear of the skull features an approximately centered void gap measuring 25 centimeter high and 23 centimeter wide, giving access to an interior space 16 centimeter deep. This gap shows signs of tool use, indicating that it was carved with tools, possibly stone. SCP-323 displays the ability to react to oral, tactile, and visual stimuli 違うですね。stimuli 刺激。はい。visual stimuli testing has revealed SCP-323 appears to have a field of view similar to that of other surveys. あ、泣いてるわ。違うんですよ。これは読む方はわからないです。サービットかな？鹿です。of other surveys and has responded to visual stimuli from up to 15 meters away. The targeting of specific members of personnel, various attempts to breach containment, and the violent reaction towards speakers of the French and English languages suggests a level of sapience. However, this is unconfirmed. SCP-323 is capable of limited locomotion, typically in the form of small movements and vibrations. In most cases, SCP-323 will only locomote in the event of various stimuli, such as moving away when touched or turning when personnel are present within its containment chamber. SCP-323 has demonstrated the ability to make larger movements, such as lunging at personnel and repeatedly attempting to force its way through containment measures. SCP-323 exerts an influential effect in a radius extending roughly 15 meters from itself. Individuals within this radius will begin experiencing cannibalistic through and urges, violent outbursts, and impaired judgment after approximately 1 hour of continuous exposures. Roughly 74% of individuals who reach this point will attempt to place their head through the gap present in the back of SCP-323, with efforts made to keep their mouths uncovered. If an individual is incapable of fitting their head through the gap. Attempts will be made to なんだこれはね。ブラジョンattempts will be made to bludgeon their heads against nearby hard surfaces until the point the individual's head fits. The individual loses consciousness or the individual expires. Once the individual has fit their head through SCP-323, the individual is classified as SCP-323-1. Within 10 minutes of putting SCP-323 on, SCP-323-1 will undergo drastic physical alterations. SCP-323-1 will experience a rapid loss of body fat, body hair, and pigmentation, followed by the rupturing of the distal phalanges from the fingertips, abnormal tooth growth, and the blackening of extremities. 合ってるのかな？ extremities 四肢、足とかですね。consistent with frostbite. Additionally, SCP-3231 appears to experience greater strength and pain tolerance than the average human. However, SCP-3231 still appears to be as susceptible to physical harm as it was prior to its introduction to SCP-323. SCP-323-1's metabolism will experience a dramatic increase, requiring a constant caloric intake with starvation occurring anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes if no self-preservation efforts are made in order to sustain its increased metabolism. SCP-3231 will actively seek out and eat other individuals for sustenance until expiration. In the event SCP-3231 is incapable of finding plentiful nourishment, SCP-3231 will make efforts to sustain itself, including limiting movement, rationing available food, and auto-cannibalism. SCP-3231 will only feed upon humans it is presumed that SCP-3231 is capable of receiving sustenance from other sources, but chooses not to despite the availability or loss of access. During the pursuit of individuals, SCP-3231 has been known to occasionally make various statements in the Salman Potawatomi and Cree languages, as well as in the native language of the instance. It is not known if those statements and the knowledge of these languages is the result of SCP-323's anomalous influence, or if they originate from SCP-323 itself. これはなんだ？これはちょっとわかんないだ。アクセスグランティッドは何だろう。なんかアクセスするとかなのかな。これはもう読むか。SCP-323 was recovered on 9/12/97 in the Bittern Lake Reserve, part of the Longy First Nation inちょっとわかんない。サスカチュワン、キャナダ。A small unregistered community had been sustaining an active SCP-3231 instance by routinely murdering individuals and leaving them out as an appeasement. Investigation revealed individuals were involved who were interviewed and subsequently administered amnestics and a cover story involving an unidentified serial killer was propagated. SCP-3231 at the time suspected to be the anomaly died of starvation during its transfer to Site-91. The recorded number of deaths does not appear consistent with the duration of the SCP-3231 instance. It is suspected SCP-323 went through several instances of SCP-323 before containment. However, no irrefutable evidence supporting SCP-323's longevity has been uncovered. Interview SCP-323 James Name Goose, an individual involved in the murders and sustaining of SCP-3231 prior to its containment, was brought in for questioning involving SCP-3231. Mr. Name Goose remained unusually calm throughout and after the interview. Following the interview and containment of SCP-323, Mr. Name Goose was administered amnestics and was reintroduced to his community. Doctor, please state your name for the record. Name Goose, James Name Goose. Doctor, please state your involvement with the murders. Name Goose, I helped move the bodies for the Wendigo to eat. Doctor, what do you know about the object? Name Goose, there is a story of the Crewman. Back when fighting was common, who tried to control the Wendigo to give his people an advantage. It was just a story. The elders knew more, but we were safe, so we didn't ask. Doctor, when did you first encounter the entity? Name Goose. One night I heard yelling all around the village. A warped man walked out of the woods, killed our friend right in front of us. Sometimes it would stare more than it would make to kill. Try to talk to you. It whispered at me. P. Mist, come and eat. It made me cold in my bones. Doctor, and then? Name Gooses. Then I felt like I could understand the warped man, the Wendigo, and that we could live with him like we all do when we pause. When I was made to kill, I thought of this and it calmed me. I didn't run. Mr. Name Gooses closed his eyes and exhaled slowly. After minutes, he resumed talking. Name Goose. It would look at me sometimes. I could hear him in my mind. I could feel him watching me from out of my own eyes. This helped me watch these people die, and I hoped it would pass on my family. Doctor, thank you, Mr. Name Goose. Final note. No mental effects similar to what Mr. Name Goose stated have yet to be reported by staff who have interacted with SCP-323 or SCP-3231. Further investigation into this is not planned. However, staff are encouraged to report any artifacts through or feelings experienced while working with Aether. はい、SCP-323 SCP-323 を読みましたが、ちょっとね長かったのとお話が分かんなかった。 SCP-323 っていうのは多分鹿の骨だと思うんですけども、これも多分 JP がウェンディゴの骨っていう役でサイトにあります。これも日本語訳をね読めばねわかると思うんですけど、私は英語を読んだので全くわからず、でもちょっとこの後で読むとまたなんかなかなか SCP-323 は323と323の1があるよね。323自体は未確認の鹿科の頭蓋骨なんだ。で、左右に角が生えてて、サイトで見たらね写真がねあるのでわかると思うんですけど、鹿の骨で登るみたいな感じなんですが、これがねなんかよくわかんなくて、これはどういう SCP なんだ？なんかこの骨っていうのが動くようになったんだ。で、この骨があれなんだ。なんか骨が動き回るようになった後で、さらに人にも影響を及ぼすようになったんだ。で、その SCP の323の1って書かれているのが、この SCP-323 にあたる鹿の骨を頭にかぶった人、頭にパカって骨をはめた人が323の1に分類されますと。で、それなんか変異が起きるんだね。で、お腹がどんどん空いてて、なんか物を食べたくなって、で共食いとかもするのか、共食いをするようになっちゃうんだ。ネームグースって呼んだんですけど、生グースって訳されてるので、ちょっとそこがダメかもしれん。いやダメではないのだけれども、ちょっと違ったかもしれないんですけど、で最初の人がこの最後にインタビューをしたっていう SCP-323 の A ですねがジェームス・ネームグース生グースだったらしい。この人は殺人をしたってことか。で、ペミストかな、ペミストかな 来い食べろっていう言葉を発して、でウェンディゴっていうこれは何だろう、ウェンディゴ支配、ウェンディゴっていうのは何なんだ、骨か。うんうん。でもこれを生グースさんみたいな影響は受けてないのか。骨によってお腹がどんどん空いて人間を食べたいって思うようになっちゃう SCP なのかな。日本語訳を見てるんですけれども、なかなか SCP らしいなと思いますね。これはリンクとかをね概要欄に貼ってあるんでね、詳しい記事とか詳細な部分とかはねちょっと読んでいただきたいです。ウェンディゴっていうのは何なんだ。ウェンディゴっていうのはあれなんだ。なんかそういうカナダとかアメリカ北部の先住民族に伝わる人食い悪霊か妖怪の伝説なんだ。で起源とかはGoogle 見てるんですけど、冬の飢饉とか極限の飢餓状態で共食いをしてしまった人間が冷酷な怪物や精霊に取りつかれて変異した姿とされる。そういうまあ怪異というか妖怪みたいなのか。じゃあこの元がなんかウェンディゴが元みたいな感じか。この骨はどっから来たんだろうか知らんね。あー、の SCP-323 はよくわからないです。私今読んでてね、ちょっと眠くなってきてしまってね、なぜなら録音してるのがどてつやしたド朝なのでめちゃくちゃ眠くなってきて、久しぶりに眠くなってきて嬉しいなって思うんですけど、こういう気持ちでね寝れるのは嬉しい。SCP-323 の1はどこの人なんだ。これは通称なのか、それともよくわからないな。でもこれは分類されるってことだから、ある個体を SCP の323の1ではなく、これは分類されるのが323の1っていうことか。で、この最初の323の1がみたいな話かな。323回収されたのはカナダらしいっすね。最初の SCP-323 の1はサイト91に移送中に餓死したのか。それは人間食べれなかったからか。なるほど。 なんか興味深いな。なんかこういうなんか伝承的なやつをこう SCP 記事として書くのなんかすごいいいですね。あと SCP-323 の写真がすごい綺麗なのでぜひ見ていただきたい気持ちもあります。ちょっと今回はこのね SCP-323 とさっき読んだ Where They All Go っていう2本立てでお送りいたしました。ちょっとこの323の方がね長くなったんですけれども、あとちょっとねなかなかね見慣れない単語も多くてちょっとつっかえだったんですけれども、まあ聞きながら、眠ってもらえればいいかなと思いますであります。ケロロ軍曹も出ます。ちょっとしどろもどろだったんですけどもね、頑張って読んだのでそんなに頑張らずに聞いていただきたいと思う。あと声も小さかったかもしれない。すまないと思っている。そんな感じでね、また読んでいきたいと思うので、おすすめの SCP ありましたら、コメント欄、マシュマロ等にお送りください。高評価、グッドボタン、チャンネル登録ボタンなどなど押したいボタンは押してみてください。励みになると思います。モチベやね。じゃあ、ひずめでした。さようなら。おつぺけでした。おやすみなさい。Good night. Have a nice dream. See you next time. Goodbye.